Everyone, welcome back to the channel. So we've got to really look very closely today and examine what the heck is going on with TSLY, because Tesla's earnings miss was already like several trading days ago, but we're still getting hit hard in TSLY. So what the heck is going on? We were down like 3% today. So let's take a look real quick. We won't quite cue the air raid siren music, but this is getting concerning. Got to figure out what in the heck is going on here. So if we go to Yahoo Finance, we dropped another 40 cents today, almost 39 cents or 2.9%, down to 13.08. In the after hours, we're actually a bit recovered tomorrow, 25 cents higher, or 1.91% to 13.33. And yeah, just what the heck is going on? Year-to-date total return still positive, but it's getting concerning, really getting concerning at this point. We're like at an all-time low in this fund. So I wonder if anyone's stop loss is triggered yet, or if some of you may have taken them off. Crazy. Now, I didn't follow the market too close today, but I think that everything else kind of got taken under. Well, no, the Dow was up, the NASDAQ was down, the S&P was up slightly, and the Russell was down. But let's see what Tesla stock lost another 253. So Tesla might actually be cheaper than Apple right now. It actually is. How about that? Can't believe I'm saying this, but Tesla is officially cheaper than Apple. Check this out. Tesla stock is about 162 a share, 162.55, and it's going to drop even further tomorrow. That means it's going to take TSLY with it. This is kind of crazy. I guess I should have waited a week to buy. Kind of concerned here. Now, Apple is still, the more stable one, as we've said. It's still, 165 or so, and 165.33, and it's down in the after hours tomorrow. But I'm not really making heads or tails of this with TSLY. I'm kind of a little upset now at this point that I got in when I did. Need some words of encouragement from the audience here. Feeling a little down. So let's see what we got. We got 3 of you on, no comments yet. But that's what we're looking at right now. TSLY keeps dropping. So we've got Apple, the more stable one, and of course APLY. Now, on a brighter note, I guess the channel is very close to 1,500 subscribers. That's imminent. It could happen during this live stream. All we need is one more. We're up to 14.99, so it's imminent. We just need one more. Now let's look at APLY. Again, this one's the Title Trust 2, Yield Max AAPL. Now this one was up 2 cents today, but it's down 1 cent tomorrow. So gains 2 cents, loses 1 cent. Go figure. And there's our Chili's ad. It came with less than 5 minutes into the video. I knew it would show up at some point, as it always does. Glenn Skirka says, feeling down. Yeah, I am a little bit. I really didn't think this would drop this much. I mean, I'm in regardless, but I don't know. Maybe you have some words of encouragement here for us. Oh, well, I figured if you're on here, you already sub. Well, hey, guess what? If you sub, that means you would be the 1,500th subscriber. So you get a special prize for that. But I would assume with you commenting on here, because I've seen you show up a couple of times, I would assume that you, ooh, we hit 1,500. All right. Did you sub? Because if that's the case, you were number 1,500. You have the distinct honor of being number 1,500 on this channel. Look at that. We officially hit 1,500. So, well, thank you for that, if that was you. That kind of lifted my spirits a little bit there. Okay, and then Mikey T showed up and said, gonna have to average down on this. I'm in the 15s, but not too worried at the moment. Well, that's good. Because, I mean, this could become an ATM with a dividend, Okay, so Glenn Skirka, according to what you said here, so you're subscriber number 1,500. You know what you should do? You should change your screen name to THB sub number 1,500. That's what your new YouTube screen name should be. And let's see, Mikey T says next dividend amount estimate. God, I'd love it to be as high as it was before. Um, well, that was a little shot in the arm there. The channel just now hitting 1,500 while this video is going. I really appreciate that. Next dividend amount estimate. Well, at this rate, it's going to be lower. Forget about TSLY share price. Why? I mean, if I had more money, I'd buy in some more right now. Um, but why forget about the share price? So, I mean, I'm probably my average cost. I probably got in for like 14.75. So I'm down like $1.70 something based on volatility. Oh yeah, yeah. You know, that's right. You might be right. I don't know if we determined which one was based on volatility, which one wasn't, but um, we did say the audience has been saying that one of the three was based on volatility. So maybe that's a good thing for the dividend then. If the volatility may give us a higher dividend, so hopefully that's the case. And look at me, I'm not even sharing this one. I just been following here my local hockey teams in the midst of an epic collapse. They were up like 4-1, and somehow it's tied in overtime again, which should have never been. This is 2 games in a row that should have never gone to overtime. So unreal. My Canadian fans are going to be laughing at that one. Okay, let's see. Back to this screen here. Well, we're getting a good amount of live viewers here. The message is getting out. That's good. So for those of you that just joined, we hit 1,500 subscribers thanks to Mr. Glenn Skirka here, which is soon to change his name to THB subscriber number 1,500. That would be cool if you did that. Okay, let me get off of APLY, go back to TSLY, the actual topic of the video. So let's see here. Yeah. Where do I see? Because it's not on Yahoo Finance. Does anybody know where I can actually look at the volatility of this fund? This is an old article here. Now, one of my #1 fans, KJK Good, he's working on getting Jay from YieldMax on the live stream. So if that happens, that would be tremendous news for us. Let me check something here real quick here. God, every time a game gets into overtime, it's like a crapshoot. Let's see here. Aaron Rodgers went to the Jets officially. How about that? In other news, non-financial news. You know, I thought about doing a sports channel one day. I could do a channel in every niche. Okay, so yeah, volatility. Let me get back to. I got some more comments here. Let me get back to the comments here. Oh, come on. Well, I appreciate you subscribing to me, but it'd be cool even just for a day if you did. TSLY's IV is going down. Well, the stock needs an IV right now. It needs an injection of an IV into the price. But where do I see that information? I'm wondering. Being you're stubborn on changing your name, maybe you could tell us where this information is. But hey, I still appreciate, you know, number 1,500. That's good. Passive income investors don't care about price. Well, oh, who cares? Now, beta is something I don't really care about. Beta, that's a measure of like overall risk relative to the market. That's something I typically don't follow. There's a fund that one of you pointed out that has a beta of like 5, which is insane. So yeah, so it's a 2. So that's a bummer. Implied volatility. Now I can look at like volatility with options. Okay, Glenn, where are you seeing this? Give us a site. I'll pull it up here. And good, we're up to 11 live viewers. If my bolts can pull out this game, I'll be feeling a little better. Let's see here. Not that my mood's tied to the outcome of the game. I guess overtime hasn't started yet. Yeah, still looking for where that. Well, I guess I could Google it. Let's see here. All right, we're up to 12. We're rolling. So let's see here. I'm just going to do this. Ooh, I don't want to do that here. I almost left the StreamYard side. I almost would have ditched the whole thing here. So, and rather than doing that, let me do this. Okay, let's see. TSLY implied volatility. Oh, okay, so that's close to what you saw here. So this is based on Market Chameleon. What a great name for a site. Well, this is the stock, the Tesla stock. Implied volatility 48.1%, which is in the 1% percentile rank. This means that 1% of the time the IV was lower, excuse me, in the last year than the current level. The current IV, 48.1, is 18.7% below its 20-day moving average. Okay, I want TSLY, not the stock Tesla. So let's see. Huh. Damn. Oh, Volify.net with an exclamation point. That's a strange web address. The implied volatility rank for TSLY is 39, and the implied volatility percentile is 33. The current implied volatility index for TSLY is negative 0.6 standard deviations away from its 1-year mean of 165. So, any thoughts on that, audience? See, that's exactly what I did. I took your advice. Subscriber number 1500. I'm just taking your advice here, whether I read it or not. Okay, let's see here. We got Big Rob on the live stream. TSLY is going to continue to drop along with Tesla. Okay, so that's the crystal ball looking into the future notification of the evening there. So I hope you're wrong. I hope they come back. I really do. And oh, another one I have. So one of you I haven't seen in a while. 1911A1. I'm not sure if you've been on live actually, but I've seen you in the comments a lot. Oh, that's discouraging. Darn, this isn't what I want to hear right now. TSLY bottom still not hit. Well, the truth is the truth, but you know, why do you all think that? Why do you think the bottom's not hit? So the bottom is not hit with Tesla yet. Why is that? Is that because of the pricing of the vehicles? I was kind of becoming bullish on Tesla. Since I googled the site here, let me go back to that screen and look at this. This is a strange web address here. Volify.net. Let's see what we got here. I've never been to this site. Implied volatility, it's got 53.7%. Minimum and maximum. It's a very volatile one. So if the dividends are based on volatility, yeah, we would have a big upswing possibly. Yield Max Tesla Option Income Strategy ETF has an implied volatility of 53.7 PA for a constant maturity of 30 days. The implied volatility rank for TSLY is 5, and the implied volatility percentile is 5. The current implied volatility index for TSLY is negative 1.7 standard deviations away from its 1-year mean of 161.1. Data as of 423. Look at that. It's outdated. The site is not up to date. How dare they? Okay, this is a historic volatility versus implied volatility. I should know this, but what's the difference? I'm feeling a little dumb. What's this? No. TSLY dividends based on Tesla's implied volatility. Well, that's what I just said, right? I'm just following what all of you all are telling me to some degree. Okay, well, what do we predict since we're making all these bold predictions here? What do we predict the bottom to be? Let's just get that out of the way. Give me some ideas. Give us some predictions here. Oh, the video time just hit the current. Well, what would be the price of the TSLY tomorrow? With basically, what it would go up in the after hours. Overtime started. Okay, so come on, keep throwing some comments at me here for the 11 of you that are on, or 12 of you now. Let's see here. Big Rob's got another one. IMO Tesla is a buy around 150 dollar cost average. Why? What are you running? Are you doing your own like discounted cash flow analysis, or what are you running to project it out at 150? I get what you're saying, dollar cost average, but I was kind of hoping. I just got a funny text. Yeah, I was just kind of hoping we had hit the bottom. I'm kind of ready for some investments to take off here, but of course, the market doesn't care about my own personal wants, or you all's for that matter. Let's see here. And the VIX is around 17. That means a bull market is coming. Are you sure about that? Can we get that in writing? Well, we have it in writing, but are you sure about that? A bull market's coming just based on that? I hope you're right. Yield Max still showing the calls at 205. At 205. You mean like the calls? Where do you see that? Do you have a link? Are you actually on the site seeing like the calls that they're selling? Is that where that's coming from? Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, find that article. Oh, King Leong. We have a King Leong sighting. Love that name. By the way, I hope you all are subscribed to me that are watching. We just hit 1,500 on the live stream. So hopefully the rest of you subscribe to me if you're not already, because we talk about a lot of good stuff in this channel. Usually I'm in better spirits, but I'm a little disappointed in the performance of this fund. And about half of you are saying that we haven't hit the bottom. Okay, let's see. Oh, I didn't even read your comment. I'm sorry. I'm a little out of it today. TSLY is down 21% since I bought it versus OARK down 4.8% versus HYGW, which remain the same. I need to cover those other ones like HYGW and TLTW. I'm overdue for video on those. I'll get that out soon. I'm just about to hit these watch hours, so I'm pretty excited about that. And the 1,500 subscriber milestone. That was a sweet deal. Okay. So yeah, for you, OARK is down less. And then you're saying HYGW remain the same. Glenn Skirka says TSLY's dividend next month should be around 45%. Really? Well, let me see. Okay, so 82. I have this memorized now. 82 or 0.829 times 12 divided by. Well, hey, guess what? We got another dividend raise based on percentage because the fund did this. So based on percentage, we're back to like 76% because the fund dropped again. But you're saying 45%, that would be like a 30% drop based on this. And yeah, Captain Obvious, I know it's the website. I just was wondering, what part of the website you pulled that from because I've only been to the website like once. Even though I'm the coach, I need you all to coach me sometimes. It's a collaborative group effort here. Big Rob says, Glenn, volatility has been high in Tesla, yet the dividend on TSLY is drastically dropping. I think TSLY needs Tesla's stock price to increase. It just might. At this point, it just might. Okay, so yeah, what I was hoping for was like a more specified link, but I'll go ahead and go to the Yield Max site and let's look at. Let me see if I can kind of go on a little bit of a what's the term I'm looking for? Not like a hunt, a scavenger hunt, and find this information you're talking about the options. Okay, where's my main screen here? TSLY. This is what I think. Yeah, this is what I'm sharing. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the Yield Max site, yieldmaxetfs.com, and there's 4 of them here. So let me see if I can find what you saw with the $205 call option. Let me just do a control find since I'm a little lazy, and I'll just type in 205. Didn't come up. See, that would be too easy. If you're interested in learning about it, you can sign up. I probably will. Maybe I can get that guy Jay on the channel. I got someone working on that for me. Okay, so this is the main site, unless there's another site you're looking at. Okay, this is home. Oh, wait, let me see if I go to TSLY. It's got it at 74%. Let's see here. Current yield, 30-day SEC yield. Might be here. Closing price, premium discount percentage, shares outstanding, net asset value. Oh, it's a slightly overvalued now. QSIP number, yield max, fund name. Okay. Net asset value versus market versus S&P. Distribution detail. Top holdings, treasuries. Okay, we're getting somewhere here. Oh, these are the options right here. It has a $205 one. So now what I'm seeing here, this may not be quite up to date because it looks like it's about a day behind. But okay, I do see your concern now. So that's good. You made it a little tougher on me, but I did my research, like a good student, even though I'm kind of like the teacher. I can be the student sometimes too. But yeah, so I found that, and yeah, I see the concern there. Let me see here. What do we have here? If everyone is afraid of stock price going down, HYGW is the best fund to go with. Yeah, like I said, I'm overdue for a video on that one. Maybe I can look up that one on here. And then what do we have here? Are no TSLY dividends are based on the covered calls. Premiums go down. TSLY dividend goes down. Share price has nothing to do with it. Based on the covered calls. Yeah, okay. But yeah, I wonder why they're in that $205 one. Holdings. Okay, there it is. Yeah, you did tell me. Okay. Big Rob says, gotta go. Good luck to all in these positions. I'm starting a small position in TSLY and TSLA. Tomorrow, if they're down again, maybe TSLS as well to hedge a bit. Yeah, that's true. I might look into that. Yeah, well, thanks for showing up. Wish you could have stuck around a little longer, but hey, that's okay. Thanks for showing up. Take care. Glenn Skirka says, forget about share price. Share price only matters when you sell it. Hey, that's true. And 1911A1's cheering me on here. You found it. Yay. Yeah, I did. I was a bit resourceful there and did find it after all. So yeah, now that we're on this page here and we've got good live participation here, let's see. See what else we can coax out of this here. Oh, look who showed up. Mr. Varden showed up. Yeah, let's go. A little down about my hockey team's performance right now, but otherwise I'm in good spirits. 1,500 subscribers on the channel, 13 live viewers. Lot to be happy about, right? Except for TSLY dropping. Okay, and then let's see here. Back to this. Uh-oh. Yep. Here comes the bad news. Yep. I shoot. Gotta be kidding me. Well, so much for that. The Bolts face elimination next game. Another stupid overtime loss. Should have never been an overtime. They had it. It was like 4-1 in the third period. Unbelievable. Oh well. Back to money making. Something we can control, hopefully. All right, TSLY. So it looks like I see four options. 205. I see 175, 172.5, and a 205 also. I just cannot. That was an epic collapse. That's like what our football team used to do. The Bucks. Unbelievable. Yeah. Okay. So download all holdings. I don't know if I want to do that. Buy TSLY, the Yield Max Tesla Option Income Strategy ETF is available. Oh, we don't care about that. They're pitching the top brokers here: E-Trade, Ameritrade, Fidelity. Well, I can tell you the best ones. Ameritrade's my favorite. Fidelity's pretty good. E-Trade has really taken a big hit in my book. Schwab, I don't know much about. They were one of the first ones. Vanguard, I guess they're okay. Interactive Brokers, I think I actually tried to start a new account on there. Got to respond to a few things here. Okay. Anyone else have any wisdom on TSLY as to why it's dropping? Yes, Glenn Skirka, they certainly did. 2 games in a row because of some overtime collapses. Anyway, King Leong says, I agree, forget about share price. Forget about share. I'm sorry, I'm a little out of it today. Last 2 games. Forget about share price. It's a long-term investment in TSLY, and as long as premium remains high, it's a keeper. We'll see. We'll see. Well, hey, I'm happy. I've got 18 of you on here. We could tie a record here. Volatility is what you want. Exactly. Hmm. Oh. Oh yeah. You're happy about it, of course. I'm behind here. I'm a little bit behind. behind here on the comments. Yep. And we have a new fan, Good New Life. I'm okay with the share price dropping. I'm expecting high volatility with it. To maintain RIC status, they have 75% in treasuries. What is RIC status? Y'all are making me feel stupid again. I should know all of this. I probably do, but I forgot some of it. That's what happens when you're not, studying it every day. Okay, what do we have here now? Volatility, we looked at that one. I was going to move to E-Trade, but you don't like them. Now I'm scared. Okay, well, thanks for your prompting there. So I'll go ahead. I have quite the axe to grind with E-Trade, and I'll tell you what happened. So let me see how much personal detail I can go into here. So I don't tell you my name, I give you my initials. So what do I want to say here? Well, how can I say this? They inconvenienced me last year in a big way. So I had my account there. A couple relatives that I would look over their stuff and monitor and whatnot. They decided out of the blue when I started my new job. I'll give you the condensed version of the story. When I started my new job, I was moving stuff around, and for whatever reason, they decided to flag my account because they thought there was like suspicious activity on it. And they really screwed me up. I was trying to make a move. I was trying to pay off some debts and stuff. And they ended up delaying me another month in the whole identity verification thing. And I had been with them for probably 6 or 7 years. And I was furious, needless to say, because it was just completely uncalled for. But I've noticed in the last year and a half or so, a lot of this identity stuff is like really, like the scrutiny levels have really gone up. But I'll say I've never had an issue with TD Ameritrade. They're my favorite. I really used to like E-Trade, and the reason I got tied up with E-Trade to begin with. All right, we've tied a record, 20 live viewers that we have. So I'm just in the middle of my E-Trade story here. So E-Trade, I kind of got tied up with them because of my last job. They were like on the approved brokers list. I used to use one. This is back when brokers charged a fee, which I know that's only like 4 years ago, recent history basically, but they all eliminated their fees. Classic business strategy move. I think Schwab was the first one. The rest of them had to follow suit, of course. Basic business strategy. So, yeah, I'm no longer a fan of E-Trade. Their platform's not that great anyway. There's some stuff they do, like if you're trading certain types of options, the platform's pretty good if you're trying to pre-plan a trade, like a spread trade and whatnot. But by far, nothing beats the TD Ameritrade's Thinkorswim, which one day I'm going to figure out how to show on here again. But nothing beats that. So, not to persuade you or dissuade you one way or the other, but I'll just say E-Trade really, really blew it with me. And you said just buy and don't sell it. Yeah, I agree. Not all of us can sit on money forever. You said share price dropped, then of Tesla, TSLY premiums dropped. Honestly, I don't know. I'm getting different people saying different things on here. I think there's like half of you think one way, half of you think the other. What's new, right? That's like with anything. And then Good New Life says, "Yep, I'm in it for long term too. I use E-Trade. Haha, I'm okay with that too." Yeah, I mean, if you're just doing simple trades and stuff like that, see what happens when you start to get I don't want to say too much money, but because there's no such thing. Really, in my book, there's no such thing. But when you start to get more money, like if you're just trading, $5,000 or $10,000, like they don't really care. But if you start getting more money, you're going to start getting flagged for stuff like the $10,000 limit. Anytime you move $10,000, they fill out like they call it a SAR report, suspicious activity, even though there's nothing suspicious about moving your own money. But that's the threshold. And then if you fall just below that, say you move 9,700 or 9,500, they'll still file the report because they'll think you're trying to skirt the system or whatever. There's too much, especially in our system here in the US. There's just too much bureaucracy and regulation, in my opinion. So let's see here. Yeah, but if you're just doing simple trades, you should be okay. But I've gotten locked out of certain sites that it's crazy. Like there's times like I can't even prove who I am, and I'm like, look at my picture, look at my ID, look at my face. It's me, I swear. And it's like I can't even prove who I am sometimes. Like this ID.me. Oh, forget that. What a mess. So what's this? Tesla is at 40. Most large cap ETFs are cutting their dividends. I wonder why that is, or what evidence you have of that. I have seen some funds cutting their dividends, but let's see. TSLY dividends should be how much now? 20 or 30%. They're saying it could be 30 or 40%, which would be down actually from the average of 75%. Join Jen finally showed up. Thanks for joining us, Join Jen. Didn't TD Ameritrade get bought by Schwab? No, I think E-Trade did, or was it Morgan Stanley? No, you're right. Actually, spot on. Good memory. They did get bought by Schwab, but nothing's changed with their interface. But it's like banks, all these things, all these places are getting bought up, and it's kind of crazy. Didn't TD Ameritrade? Yeah, you saw I addressed that one. JEPI, RYLD, etc. have cut their dividend. Oh, yeah, I think I did see that one. RYLD, I'm not in. Isn't that the Russell 2000 one? Thanks for the E-Trade info. Really appreciate it. Yeah, you're welcome. Just my kind of angry personal story. I would dissuade you from Amex too. I'm probably more angry at Amex than E-Trade because Amex has screwed me twice out of bonus offers. Um, and they're loaded with money, but they don't care. They just crap on customers and they don't care. I've done a couple videos. The thumbnail, I'm like cutting up. I'm like, "Ugh," I'm mad. I'm cutting up Amex cards. I wouldn't touch an Amex card. But those of you that love Amex, no offense to you, there's a YouTube channel on here. I wouldn't recommend you subscribe because it's like they're like an Amex shill. Basically, everything is Amex this, Amex that. I went on and commented, and they said, "Well, I've never heard of something like that happening." So I said, "Well, if you look around, these things do happen. It's not just me." So I kind of found it interesting that somebody was so pro Amex. Like even if I'm pro, all right, we hit a record 21. All right, so there are some good things happening today. Subscriber count 1,500, record live viewership. So guess what? I'm going to keep rolling. And I'm just kind of getting warmed up here in my first half hour. So, I improve as the live stream goes along. So let's see here. Okay. Glenn Skirka says TSLY dividend next month should be around 45%. I'm just going to call you subscriber number 1,500, even though you won't change your name. Just teasing a little bit. So JEPI didn't cut to the dividend. It's funny. So we have some back and forth going on easily searchable facts here. Have to vent here about our game. Ugh, my phone's blowing up about it. I knew once it got into overtime it would be over. No pun intended. Alrighty. So ooh, we got some Amex hate coming up here in the comments. I like this. Does TD Ameritrade have automatic NAV drip? Yeah, it's funny because as much as I like TD Ameritrade, um, I haven't figured everything out with it. Uh, like dividend reinvestment, you may have to just call them and talk to somebody. Now, I will say their customer service is great. Another thing that declined with E-Trade used to be top notch in terms of customer service. But when I was going through that whole ordeal, I was waiting for like an hour on the phone, and I was dealing with a relative, and unfortunately, the relative doesn't live with me, so we had to like they inconvenienced the hell out of us. I mean, we had to like meet up for lunch, and we're trying to do things, and it was just a freaking mess. It was like much ado about nothing. Should have never happened. The account should have never been flagged, and I'm still mad about it. I really am still mad about it. So, but yeah, for this one, what I would say, uh, yeah, TD Ameritrade, they have not compromised their customer service, whereas E-Trade seems to have like lower quality customer service now, and whereas they used to be really good, Ameritrade, they're top notch. They'll even, if you want to call and you want a free tutorial of like the Thinkorswim platform, you can schedule as much of that as you want. You can even just call up if you have a question about options. I've done that before. They actually walked me through how to place an option trade one time, and they were really friendly about it. And they have free classes and stuff like that, free education. A lot of stuff that you'll see other online platforms charge for, they have completely for free. And they have their own network. If you have like a Fire Stick or something, they actually have their own Ameritrade like network, and they go over like mock options trades. You're gonna get me back on the game. I didn't watch it, but I'm sure conspiracy theories will abound. Um, Cheapy, you call it. So I don't know if I want to look. I've never seen an epic collapse like that. It was like 4-1 at some point, and they blew it. They blew it. Unbelievable. Trying to forget about it, but you all won't let me. Oh well. Okay, so did JEPI cut the dividend or not? Market isn't volatile to pay more. Yet they did. Check. See, he's got it. Amex allowed purchases after I froze the card and reported it stolen. Yeah, I hope they ate it. Really, Amex. There's no love lost there. I made another video. I wish Warren Buffett would actually buy them up. I'll be right back. It's time for a drink. This should be an alcoholic beverage at this point, but it's not. I know we have kids and students watching, so I wouldn't do something like that on here. I want to lead by example. Just kidding a bit. Um, hey, sometimes people get better with their stock picks when they drink. Okay, so yeah, Amex, really, screw Amex. Not a fan at all. Okay, Glenn Skirka says the VIX is down and premiums are down. JEPI and RYLD are covered call ETFs, so the dividend goes down. See, the distinguishing. What is this now? Just got another text. There's probably not going to be a game Saturday. Ugh, can't let it go. All right, focus. The VIX is down and premiums are down. JEPI and RYLD are covered call ETFs. Okay, yeah, I just read that. So what's the difference? Like these are covered call ETFs too, right? So let's see. Okay, I think I'm caught up. Oh, you're new too, Parker. Thank you for showing up here with your Amex hate. That's always Amex hate is always welcome here. So thank you for showing up with that. Feel free to dole out more. Okay, back to 20 live viewers. That's good. And I've been on the same screen here for like 10 minutes or so. Whoops, sorry. Just leaned on my computer here. Oh man. Okay. So what else here? Oh, I wanted to look up HYGW. I'll look that one up. Since I have so many of you on, I might as well keep going. Let's see. TSLY, that's where I am now. Finance. Thirsty today for some reason. I only had like one beer, but they're very dehydrating. You didn't hear that. Okay, so we have a truck advertisement in Spanish. Back on Yahoo Finance here. HYGW. By the way, if this whole financial coaching thing doesn't work out, I'm going to try stand-up comedy. Because I have this, I try this quick-witted humor on here. Hopefully some of you all appreciate it. I know some of you do. One of you caught my S&P joke that I've been making for like a year and a half. Okay, so the iShares high yield corporate bond buy right strategy. One of you claimed on here that this is the most stable of them all. 36.09, up 6 cents today. Well, I have to let this person down easy. There's not going to be a game Sunday or Saturday. That would have been another home game. But anyway, this one's down to 35.80 tomorrow, so that's 0.8 or 0.8%. And 37.77. So we're down a little bit, but I think if I'm not mistaken, the dividends or whatever you call them in this case, corporate bond buy right premiums or whatever they are, I think they were really crushing it actually. Okay, so let's see. Let's go back a year. Yeah, see, look at that. We just hit our highest dividend. So yeah, I did pull that up last time. Let's see. Lots of lots of angry text messages coming in about that game. Okay. 85.8 cents. April 4th. Well, let's see. So we've got 8 months. 8 months of sample data. Give me a second here. Okay. Where are we here? Okay. I'm gonna do year. What am I trying to say here? Year to date. Year to date. People are funny. 0.586. 0.787. 0.698. 0.49. Point. I'm so glad my screen doesn't show the text messages anymore like it used to when I used Zoom. You guys would be in for some laughs for sure. 0.38, 0.8, oop, 0.858. So it's paid $5 in dividends in the last since September. So that would be, let's see, 8 months, right? 2, 4, 6, 8. So it's averaging 62 cents a month. 746. 1 more cent, it'll be a giant 747, right? 21%. Okay, so that's held about the same on average. 21, 21%. 21%. Okay, I hope I'm gonna come back to the I'm gonna circle back to the screen here. Hopefully I have a lot more comments here. Let's see. Not too many. Hmm. Oh, wait a second. I think I do. Let's see. HYLD. Uh I think HYLD is crap, but you're saying HYLD is that crap. Not a huge fan of HYLD. Oh, they cut their dividend. Wow. Glenn Skirka knows. Heavy into HYLD. Oh, we hit another record. 22 live viewers. All right. Well, I'm glad you guys came to an agreement on what the JEPI dividend did. That was good. Crappy. I bank JEPI for being 40 cents a month. Anything more is gravy to me. Well, that's good, but it's just really a high dollar amount. I just have to tough it out with my 12% dividend. LOL. 12% and what? Now, if I go way back up here, because we got a lot of good comments tonight, but somebody said that this HYGW was like the best fund. So, and that's how I pick my funds. It's like, drawing them out of a hat. I just go by what you guys say. I invest based on what you guys say. I'm just kidding a bit. But that's not a bad deal. If you have a good audience and you just say, hey, my audience knows their stuff. That's how I learned about TSLY after all, you know. I'm gonna have to start setting goals for the live stream now. Um, since we've hit 20, since we've hit 22, the next goal would be 25, then 50, and then one day we'll hit triple digits, 100. So, but yeah, 12-cent dividend. Oh, Ameriprise, another one of my favorites. They're getting ads on here. I used to work for them actually. When I worked for financial advisors, used to work for them. Why was I back all the way up here? I was trying to find someone. Oh, they didn't say why. They just said HYGW was the best one. Not sure why that is. Let's see if we picked up any more subscribers here. Like I said, we did during the course of this live stream. We did hit 1,500. 1501. All right, we picked up another one. All that's missing from this. I think some of you can finish my sentence here. So hit a record number of live viewers, hit a record number of subscribers. We're just missing a super chat. And that button, by the way, always works every day. So I know our pockets got hit hard with TSLY, but if anybody ever feels up to it, the button always works. So, okay. All right, I'm not going to try to scroll back up to that comment because they didn't specify. They just said they thought it was the best one. Okay. Look at this. I knew I was going to get asked this. The more popular I get on here, the more I'm going to get questions like this. What does THB stand for? Your initials? Yeah, it is my initials actually. And sometimes if you watch some of my videos really close, you may even see a first name and stuff like that. So, do you have a set start time for your channel? What do you mean a set start time? I started in September 2021. I don't know what you mean by set start time. Been busy watching my Leafs beat the Lightning. Oh, rub it in, rub it in. You know what? I will say this: the announcers really screwed us over because they had to point out that you guys haven't won a series in 19 years, so you guys naturally are playing with a chip on your shoulder and you're playing tough. I don't know if it's just that you played that tough tonight or if the Lightning just collapsed, but that was very reminiscent of what our football team typically does. Our football teams had a lot of epic collapses like that, which is eerily reminiscent of the Stanley Cup last year when we played the Avalanche. We kind of just collapsed in 2 games, had some bad calls and whatnot, and it just it's like it got in their heads and they never recovered. So let's see here. Our ugly family Model X came in with unlimited supercharging. Unlimited supercharging. I wonder how that works. Now, is the ugly one the Model X? Is that the one that's like the SUV? Because that one, it looks like a tall shoe with those like it almost looks like a skate or something. It looks ugly to me. It's like a dome or like a camper. It's the one like of the 3 models that I would possibly. I see a funny comment. Um, for the what am I trying to say here? Sometimes you all distract me with your humor. Um, okay, of the 3 models that I might afford, that one is the ugliest, I think. I like the model I think the Model S, that's the one I drove. There's a video of me driving a Tesla, actually. And you know what I could call that, actually? I could call that Florida Man Drives Tesla. Florida Man Invest. Yeah, Florida Man Lightning fan. Hurt Lightning fan here. But yeah. Well, you got the letters of the initials, at least THB. That's what it that's what it stands for. And that's, that logo. Um, had that done when I started the channel. I actually wanted to do a channel a couple years before because what I've learned, it really takes about 2 or 3 years, probably 5 years to really get to where you want to be as a YouTuber. I mean, because in my first full year of monetization, I struggled to hit the watch hours. I mean, I still am not quite there, but I'm going to get there by my 1 year anniversary of being monetized. But that was the hard part. The subscribers are not the hard part, but getting the subscribers to come back and watch is really the hard part. So let's see. Yeah, you're funny. Funny stuff. Join Jen says, "What do people think of EV car makers Lucid and BYD?" I used to follow all those before all this inflation crap started. Like in 2021, I was following those. Um, um, who cares? Next game. Who cares about the next game at this point? Um, hmm. Look at the ad I'm getting. That's funny. What do people think of EV car? Oh yeah, Lucid. Lucid, I followed before. That's a competitor to Tesla, just like Rivian. What is this? Try the Clip ETF for BYD. I'm not sure what that is. Is Clip all Chinese or all non-American? I have no idea. All Chinese. Oh, just what we want, more Chinese funds, right? Alibaba hasn't recovered. YieldMax is coming up with a Chinese ETF. Now, but what is that? Is that like the Chinese economy? Is that like a subsector of the Chinese economy? Or what? And Joy Jen is skeptical of the Chinese government. Duly noted. Been there 3 times and they treat their citizens like garbage. Yeah, well, they're a communist country. They're like a communist capitalist country, right? So, but a lot of our people, at the higher levels do business there. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, no trust from you in the Chinese government. I'll look at this one in a second. All right. Oh, what was it? Clip, KLIP. Crane shares China internet and covered call strategy. China internet. Ooh, this one's been hit. Who thinks that's a good stock or good ETF? Look at that chart there since the beginning of the year. It's like a roller coaster. I mean, I'm a fan of roller coasters too, especially that drop, but not as an investor. I like riding that, like at a theme park, but not as an investor. As an investor, I like this part of the roller coaster, unless I'm shorting it. If I'm shorting it, then I'm all down for the ride. So, okay, let's see what we got here. It looks like we got more comments. What time do you do? Mark R. I think we got some new fans here. The channel is growing. THB Nation is growing. What time do you do your live chat? Is it daily? I try to do it daily. It just so happens what I do since I'm getting so many live viewers, live commenters, and this is a record. We hit a record today. Um, since I'm getting so many, I just sprinkle the comments in and I kind of let the audience guide the live stream. So that's what I do. Yeah, so I try to do daily. At some point, once I hit these watch hours, because honestly, the best analogy I can give about these watch hours, I know I keep talking about it, it's like running track and I'm about to like cross the finish line and I may take a little break after I do that. I'm going on a Vegas trip in May, actually a trading group that I'm in, options trading group. So I'll come back with more knowledge and hopefully have a fun trip. But by that time, by that trip, uh, I hope to have hit. I'm certain. I'm almost certain I will have hit those, and I may take like a weekend or something. But I'll come right back. I mean, the revenue I'm getting from this channel is starting to be more consistent. It's not anywhere near like like retiring off of, but I see some more funny comments I'll get to in a second. Um, it probably makes like $2 a day, but you know what? That's double what it was like a year ago at this time. So, well, actually, a year ago at this time it was nothing because I wasn't monetized yet. But it gets there. It's like passive, residual income. It's got to build up. It's got to keep building up, right? So that's the story with that. I got to get off this screen. I can't. I can't take it. Lucid has Saudi money behind it, billions available if needed. Oh, just what we need, more Saudi money, right? We've already got that live tournament competing with the PGA, right, in golf. Um, so yeah, join Jen. Oh, how about this? We have speculation about when I start my live stream. Funny thing is, I'm actually not on a schedule. I just I just do it. I just show up. It typically is you're about right because I know I have a lot of California folks on here tuning into Florida Man, as some of you call me. But yeah, so 7:30 Pacific Standard Time would be about 10:30. That's about when I started tonight. But you all were lucky. I showed up early. I wasn't going to go a full hour, but because I hit a record, I'm going a full hour, and I need to. I kind of need the therapy of after that game. I kind of need the therapy of just being on here, so that helps. It's mutually beneficial. But typically, I've even gone as far as I've gone to midnight Eastern time. I've gone to like 1 a.m. I mean, I could show up at any given time. That's the thing about me. I'm known to show up at any given time. And yeah, you're right. Yeah, even Yahoo's rubbing it in. That's why I stopped sharing the screen. So, and then what do we have here? 1911 A1. Yeah, I did read this somewhere. Lucid was founded by Tesla's ex-chief engineer. Does Lucid make a profit yet? They're lucid dreaming about making a profit. How about that? Because they're losing money. Forget about share price. Quib ETF. What is this Chinese internet thing? I don't trust. I mean, we've already got TikTok and stuff like that. Quib ETF. Oops. Quib. Crane shares. Oh, this is another fun family. I don't know. I think I have to agree with Join Jen. I don't know about China at this point. Let's see. It says 0% yield. Now, this one's been around since 2013. It peaked at 89.79 February 2021, where a lot of stuff had peaked. Bottomed out October 2022, came back to like, I just had it, came back to 33.87. Yeah, what is it with these Chinese internet companies? I don't know. Glenn Furs says, I know why we average the dividend sample data, but not sure why we don't average the cost of the stock at the time it was paid out. Let me think about that statement for a second. Average the cost of the stock at the time it was paid out. What do you mean paid out? I mean, we ideally we try to dollar cost average. I mean, like I'm not really panicking with TSLY. Um, I I'm gonna be in it. I mean, it's not going anywhere. I'm not just gonna sell it at a loss. I think anybody that does that is dumb. I've never understood the logic unless you absolutely need the money. I've never understood the logic of selling something at a loss. And Join Jen, who is not a fan of the Chinese government, says I can see China confiscating assets on those exchanges. Oh, I've had other fans of this channel that have said similar things. I haven't heard that in a while, but yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. I guess stick to U.S. or for some of you, go outside of the U.S. go to other non-corrupt countries because there's a lot of BS here that we deal with. So, all right, let me look up Lucid. I'll go a full hour here. We'll see if the comments keep rolling in. Hope I'm doing okay today. I'm not in the best of moods, but I'm trying to hang in there. Okay, let's see now. Lucid Group. Oh yeah, they've gotten crushed. They've gotten absolutely crushed. So let's go back to Yahoo. Share screen. But you know what? I will try to give you all a time. If you all want to show up, look for me. I'd say look for me around 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 8 p.m. for those of you on the West Coast. And so, okay, Lucid is down to $7 a share. Some of you may think this may be a good buy. Some people have that logic. Like if a stock was at like $50 a share at one point, and then it went all the way down to this, then you think, oh, this is a good buy. Negative earnings per share. 1 year target estimate 11.16, but we can't really make anything of that. 1 year target estimate. A lot of times these people are wrong. Earnings, they beat earnings twice, 2 of the last 4 quarters, and they also missed the other 2. May 8th, they're due for more earnings. And let's see here. See, it's been choppy. They had like two run-ups. February 21, 52, and then November 21, 55, and then just really dovetailed off from that point. Came back a little bit in January and then tapered off from there. So that's Lucid. Let's go back here and see some new comments that came in. Okay. Oh. These people can't let it go. Okay, I think I addressed that one. I want to know what you mean by averaging the cost of the stock at the time it was paid out if you're still on. I can see China oh, I did address that one. I think Japan and Singapore and Europe, but South America can be shaky. You must have the fat fingers on the keyboard because I see that there. I do that sometimes too. Europe, Japan, Singapore, and Europe, but South America can be shaky. Maybe. I don't know if you think maybe China's the most corrupt, then everybody else has got to be less corrupt than China, right? Parker R says if you sell at a loss, it can offset your taxes on your gains. That's true. I've done that before. It can be a good strategy. Glenn Skirka says I think YieldMax come out with a Chinese ETF. Yeah, I think we addressed that. Join Jen says I think if people are happy with the YieldMax monthly income, just do not sell. Yeah, I mean the objective is to stay happy with it, right? Hopefully it doesn't drop too much. And he hopes you're right, Jen. Glenn Skirka, the only thing attractive about China is that they're reopening, I guess. Well, we didn't get a lot of information during the pandemic either on them. Do not put all your dollars in any ETF or fund family. Well, yeah, I agree. I mean, I think everybody, is in multiple ones, not one per se. Only 1/10. Not sure about that. what you mean there. You have to have a really good reason to sell any ETF. Well, if somebody runs into a hardship and they need the money or something. So, all right, well, good session. We went for about an hour here. And if anybody else has anything, comment away real quick. If not, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you all for tuning in again. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And take care. See you on the flip side.